So today we will be learning the simple future tense, and I'm making this video short. So every word spoken in this video is going to be very important. Okay, so let's quickly jump straight into the lesson. First, we're going to talk about the structure of the simple future tense. You can also think of the structure as a formula. The structure of the simple future tense is very simple as usual. Subject will come first, which will be a noun or a pronoun. Will or shall, followed by the verb in its original form. And then finally the object, which may be a noun or a pronoun again. Now let's make sentences in the simple future tense using this structure. And the subjects which we are going to use shall be all the persons from the table that we have studied. They will play football tomorrow. He, she, it will play football tomorrow. You will play football tomorrow. We shall play football tomorrow. I shall play football tomorrow. Now, you may have noticed that the subject, when the subject is first person, we use shall. But if football is to be played with strong determination, the use of will and shall is reversed. That means we are going to use shall instead of will and will instead of shall. Okay? Now, it's going to go like this. They shall play football tomorrow. He, she, it shall play football tomorrow. You shall play football tomorrow. We will play football tomorrow. And I will play football tomorrow. Okay? Now let's take a look at the forms of the sentence in all the tenses and all the forms of the sentences except the affirmative. In the affirmative form, we always need an auxiliary verb. Okay? In the simple present tense and in the simple past tense, we do not have the auxiliary verb. That means we do not require the auxiliary verb. Okay? We can do without it. But in other tense and in other forms of the sentence, we require the auxiliary verb. Now, in all the future tenses, we already have the auxiliary verb, which is will or shall, and that makes it a lot easier for us to frame sentences quickly. Let's make a sentence in the affirmative form first, which will be, I shall see you tomorrow. Now, if we are going to make it into the negative, we simply add not because the auxiliary verb shall is already there. So, I shall not see you tomorrow. And if we are to change it into the interrogative sentence, we first put the auxiliary verb at the beginning of the sentence and arrange the rest of the words. So, it's going to be, shall I see you tomorrow? Question mark. And if we are to change it into the negative interrogative, we put the auxiliary verb first and then add not next to the subject. So it becomes, shall I not see you tomorrow? As you can see, the forms of the sentences are very easy again to understand, as always. So let us now talk about the most important part of this lesson, that is the usage, when to use it. As far as the usage is concerned, you will have to study them by yourself. Let us now talk about when to use the simple future tense. A simple approach is always better, and I believe it too. So we use the simple future tense when we want to talk about an event or an action that we think with certainty that it is going to happen. Okay? Now, let's construct sentences. We shall stay in and watch television tonight. It will not rain tomorrow. Will you be at work tomorrow? Will he not close the shop? Now that will be all for now. Please study them well, and we are going to have Google Meet. If you have any question, please feel free to contact me. Okay? You take care.